Welcome to Vibes and Frequencies. My name's Nathan. I make videos to help people to be the most powerful expression of themselves. And in this video, what I'm talking about are the two biggest problems that I had in my spiritual awakening. So one of these is most specifically a problem that really made the continuation of the journey more difficult than it needed to be. And so I'd want to share that with you, just in case perhaps there's anybody else out there that's doing this as well and is experiencing this problem. Second is actually just something that is part of a spiritual awakening naturally that I misunderstood and believed that I was not supposed to be feeling. And actually, by giving into this feeling, it allowed me to transform much further than I had ever imagined that I could possibly go. So these are the things that I'd like to share with you in this video. Now, the very first one that I would like to talk about with you is number one, let go. Now, this is something that everybody talks about. Well, a lot of people are talking about, and for really good reason. This is a critical point in our spiritual journey. Whichever way that your life path has unfolded for you and whatever this means for you, there's a critical point on this path as things change and as we grow, where it is critical to let go. It is very critical to let go. But the issue here is when we jump into this too soon, when we jump into this concept of letting go, when we jump into these concepts, a lot of times we're looking at them and we see it as we will get what we want when we let go. So we are letting go because of a basic fundamental wanting within us. There is a reason that we are letting go, right? It's because we're actually trying to move ourselves further or to have something come to us. Now, the problem here is that if we do not have the proper discipline within ourselves, and we have not, in a sense, trained this kind of discipline, then oftentimes what happens is we will misinterpret information, and this is the case for me. So letting go, this concept, it does not mean that we are to go out and to party and get belligerently, drunk, or to do all of these crazy things and just let it all fly and throw everything up and create all of these messes and think that we are letting go and think that because we are not thinking about our problems and we are distracting ourselves, we think that this is letting go. We think that distracting ourselves and pretending like this isn't here equals letting go. This is not the case. What letting go truly means is about relaxing. But this letting go into the relaxation, this relaxation also does not equal, this means let's go lay on the beach and do nothing or play video games or all these things. There's nothing inherently wrong with these things that I'm mentioning, by the way. Letting go equals relaxing into life. Relaxing into life, meaning all dimensions and all aspects of your life that is taking place right now. This means the problems. This means relaxing into them, allowing them to be. This is what letting go means. Letting go does not equal distracting ourselves and living in fantasy worlds because we believe that this means that we're not creating resistance and this means that we're somehow some kind of magnet that is going to attract everything we want now. Letting go equals relaxing into the way that things are, meaning we're not pushing against them. We're not looking for change. We're simply letting go and being here in all of the sensations and all levels of the experience that is presented before us. It has nothing to do with us. Letting go equals letting go of anything that has to do with you, really, and relaxing into the natural rhythm of life. Recently in a video, I talked about how there is an energy, a consciousness, very primal sensation that flows through all things. Letting go equals relaxing into that energy. To let go of this constant need to be driving and thinking that there's all these things that must be done, or that this means that, or that this means that, or that this is happening because of something that I've done. Relaxing and letting go, this is actually about falling into this frequency that we all are. This frequency that is just the experience of life as a whole, everything. It is primal. It is natural. It is truth. And we can connect to this by simply stopping looking at ourselves and looking to the earth. There is wisdom in nature and the way that everything happens. These cycles, this is where all of the answers exist. If we just listen, then theoretically speaking, you're tuning your frequency to the frequency of this. This is what letting go really means. Being one with what is here and now. So this was a big problem that I had throughout my spiritual awakening journey, is that I would misinterpret information that was presented. And I also believe that there are a lot of parakeets just in human nature as a whole. We like to repeat things that we hear and that resonate with us at that time. We believe that these things are true, and we all just keep repeating things that we've heard. So essentially, we're all interpreting echoes of some kind of truth, but we're missing the roots of it. What we're being presented with that everybody keeps repeating is surface level information that is a partial truth, but is missing the fundamental roots. And what are roots? This is what we grow into. This is what I mean by discipline. We can be like a tree. The roots are in the ground. It stays in place. And when things blow, when things are changing, the tree sways. But it stays where it is. It has its discipline. The tree knows what it is. This is the problem in human nature, is that we don't know what we are. So we're constantly running around looking for what it is, but we already are it regardless. And it is this natural, primal presence. So with this issue of letting go, a lot of the problem with this concept comes from a misinterpretation and mispresentation as one. Both of these things go together. We are having information mispresented to us as it is being put through somebody's filter, aka ego. So this is why looking to nature, and not always each other, is really quite powerful. To listen, to find yourself, just go out of your way just a little bit to take some time to go and connect with nature, because this is what we truly are. And if we have this connection severed, we will continue to run around and experience all kinds of disaster and things in our life, because we're, in a sense, out of frame. There is this concept called being in alignment. We are in alignment when you let go and relax into the proper frame. If we think of life as a collective kind of show, this collective organism that we are all a part of, there is a specific way of relaxing into this that we can practice, so that we are always in the proper frame, exactly in the right scene at the right time. Part of this show, right? A lot of us are running around and we're out of scene. We're in the wrong scene. We're walking around, we're going, what's going on? I'm on the wrong stage. I'm in the wrong showroom, right? If we listen, we will find that we actually just become part of the natural way of life. We find that actually there is not all of a sudden all of this reason, all of this thinking, all of this trying to create. Suddenly we realize that we really can truly let go because of what we are a part of. Because of the momentum that we've already looked to and understood, now we can trust and let go, and we will naturally be a part of it. But if we let go too early, before taking the proper discipline to look and to listen to the natural flow, then letting go, we will misinterpret, and we will fall into many problems with this. So this is the solution. Look to nature. When we are told that everything we will ever need to know is within us, look within yourself. Again, this is an ultimate truth, but like it also is not an absolute truth. This wisdom is actually all around us in nature, and us being so caught up in our own confusion, we don't know how to listen to it within ourselves. So look to nature, listen, hear it in nature, then you'll know what it sounds like, and then you can recognize that same basic goodness within yourself, that same natural flow that goes through nature. Take the discipline to look at it, and then you can relax into that discipline within yourself. This is simple. This is as simple as it is, and it is very simple. Now, the second thing was the fact that so many people were falling out of my life. It seemed as though the more spiritually awoke I became, and the further this journey went into becoming me. Everything was falling out of my life. All of my friends, relationships, my finances, basically everything that I thought I was, my identity. All of these things fall out, and it's very terrifying and it's very scary. And it is this experience that makes it also difficult to trust and let go. But here's the thing. We are all a collective organism together. It is true. We are the earth, and the earth exists within an even bigger scheme of energy, but it is all one. It is all one. There is a specific direction that this energy moves through, and we are receiving this through the earth. We are the earth. We are essentially, think of it, you're like a microorganism living on this ultimate consciousness type being. So once we have this connection again, and we've looked to the earth, and we've connected with this, and we feel this energy now in us, we start to actually realize that it is imperative in a spiritual awakening journey that we do start to become an island, that everything does fall out of your life. And while it might be scary to the ego and it might be difficult to adjust to, we are incredible. We are incredible. We are so amazing. We are becoming an island. We are splitting away from this mass land where there's all this confusion and all this mess that we've collectively all created together and fallen into place with. We are separating ourselves from that. It is separating us naturally on our life path unfolding to become an island, away from all of this. Now, because of nature, not because of you, not because of anything that you will be doing with your ego, but because of nature, because of this natural, primal rhythm that flows through everything, the island that you become will start to grow plants. It will start to have the proper time and placement to blossom into its own biosphere. Soon, there will be fruit, and others will now be able to come and visit your island, and they'll see that you have ripe fruit in the trees, and they'll wonder, how is there so much fruit on your island? How do you have so much fruit all of the time? This is the gift of becoming an island. Do not worry. People and everything might be falling out of your life right now, but as soon as you are an island and you cultivate this by relaxing into this primal rhythm and this essence of this Tao kind of energy that we all are, when we relax into this, everything will grow and blossom, and suddenly everything that once fell out of our lives will actually come to us. Because now we are supple. We have fruit that we can share. This is when we can truly give, and this is when true bliss starts to flow in. This is when divine consciousness, this is things like Buddha nature, Krishna spirit, Christ consciousness. We must become an island so that we can cultivate this and share ourselves with others. The more open and fearless we are in life, the more alone we become. But don't worry, it's a gift. It is a gift. So all in all, these are the two biggest things in reflection that I can look back on and reference as being the two biggest mistakes and problems I experienced in my personal spiritual awakening. I do hope that sharing these things with you perhaps might resonate. We are in powerful times right now. And the answer to every question that we might possibly have is in one simple place. Connect with it through discipline, moving yourself to connect with this. And once you really feel it, once you start to enjoy the way that it feels, this is when you know that it is time and that you are ready to let go and relax into it. Thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Nathan once again. I do make 3 videos every single week. Definitely make sure to subscribe. There's a lot of really powerful things flowing through, and we all deserve to share these truths with each other. Thank you. I will see you very soon.